Kevin Huerter having an outstanding freshman season as the starting point guard at the University of Maryland. Of course, Kevin, the former Shen standout and the former #1 pick on our News Channel 13 All-Star basketball team. Kevin, good morning. How you doing?
How's it going? Thanks for having me on.
Kevin, I know you're just getting your feet wet, but so far, how's your college experience been?
It's been great so far. When we first got here, it was a lot of workouts and a lot of lifting, put on a lot of weight when I first got here. When school started up, that was a new challenge. And, ever since the season started, we've been practicing a lot, and the games have been fun.
How much weight have you gained?
Since getting here last spring, about 15 pounds, roughly.
Kevin, if you were to size up your average day, start to finish with all you've got going on, the basketball and the schoolwork, how would you sum it up?
Yeah, average day, school day, usually wake up, have first class around 9 or 9:30. I'm usually done by about 1. I get lunch at some point quickly and head over to the arena. We usually start practice around 3:45, but we got to get taped and all that stuff before. And depending on how long practice is, at this point in the season, about an hour and a half. Earlier in the season is 2.5 hours, and after that, we have dinner in the locker room, do a lot of ice baths, a lot of recovery, and there's food for us. And then after that, you got to go up to study hall around 7:30, 8 o'clock, and you're in there until you get all your work done, and then go back to your apartment and do the same thing the next day.
You had a lot of choices in terms of colleges, right? You could have went to a number of different schools, but you chose Maryland. And normally when an athlete chooses a college, he's going to choose the head coach that he wants to play for, likes playing for that head coach, wants to play for that head coach. So how is it playing for Mark Turgeon?
It's been great. He's a really good basketball mind. He's been around the game a long time, and we have a lot of things we do on offense, a lot of clever actions, I think we can call it. We have a lot of guys who play unselfish, and he really stresses that. And then defensively, we're not too far behind.
Did you think prior to joining the team and actually getting started with games that you'd be having the personal success you're having now? I mean, I saw you score 26 against Nebraska. You've been in double figures 5 times this year. You've already made 27 threes on the season. Is this something that you expected coming in?
I didn't really have any expectations coming in. They didn't really tell me any type of roles or what my role would be coming into the season. When they were recruiting me, they said I had to be ready to play right away, whether it was coming out the bench or starting. And so came into the year just trying to work hard and earn every minute I've got. And luckily I played well enough to get the minutes I have. And, I think I'm still learning, still growing, and trying to play my best.
Hey, you got a lot of stuff going on at Maryland on and off the court, but if I were to ask you what is your favorite part about Maryland right now, what would it be?
There's a lot of fan support. Our games are pretty well attended. We get a lot of gear. There's a lot of people around the program, and the fan support's been really great so far, especially on social media and things like that.
Who's your favorite teammate? Do you have a best friend on the team thus far?
We're all kind of really close. I would say the freshman class was really close. We all came in at a similar time and went through similar type of struggles when we first got here, and a lot of our classes are together. So everyone's really, really close, but the freshman class is pretty close. I room with 2 of them, Anthony Cowan and Micah Thomas, and so we spent a lot of time together.
Time with Kevin Huerter at Maryland. And of course, the former Shen standout joining us here on Big Board Sports on 104.5 at Team ESPN Radio. Kevin, what are your goals rest of the season here for your team?
I think every year, every team is looking to make the NCAA tournament. And, for us being a relatively young team, we knew there was going to be growing pains. And, each game is going to be different, present new challenges. And but I think at the end of the year, we're looking to play in the March Madness.
And the last I checked, Kevin Huerter, your high school basketball team, Shen, Tony DeZekis, the boys, are still cruising undefeated in the Suburban Council with some big games coming up. But now that you're at Maryland, how much do you pay attention to what's going on at your former high school?
Oh, of course. I still got friends on the team. I'm still in group messages, and them having the success they have is not surprising. We always talk about Shen as a dynasty. I say that really proudly, and I wish them the best of luck this year, and they're playing really well.
You've been away for a little while now and getting your feet wet in your freshman year at Maryland. What do you miss most about the Capital Region?
Yeah, just the people. There's a lot of people I haven't seen in a really long time, and people that I saw, it seemed like every single day. And, I don't think people down here kind of appreciate what's in upstate New York. You say upstate New York, and people don't really know what's up there. And so it's kind of a different world, and I kind of like that. And, I miss home. I miss a lot of the people and, just different things we have going on.
And I'm sure you've been tracking your brother's success, too. He's earned himself some playing time for Siena. Do you guys keep in touch pretty good?
Yeah, we keep in touch. We have a family group message. We talk in a lot, and we follow each other's games. I thought it was kind of funny the other day. He was on a bus trip, and he was watching our game on the ESPN app, and he killed all of our family's data plan. And so my dad was pissed about it, but he wasn't at the same time. So, we follow each other as much as we can.
Hey, Kevin, we're following you very closely. You get a lot of publicity in the newspaper, the Times-Union, the Gazette. You get a ton of coverage. It's almost like every time you guys play, we're recording highlights up here in Albany to get you on the local news. So we're enjoying it. I know you're enjoying yourself at Maryland. Keep up the great work. Good luck to Maryland, and we'll talk to you real soon. Thanks for coming on the program.
Thank you. I appreciate it.